We're just going to play on my favourite round rule Cruci level, which is to say Cruci 2. That way you still have access to all 2 crits on the board, which it's tempting to add another one, isn't it? Navigationflation, you know what? There is something fun I actually want to do, because it's been a while since I've been able to pull off like a spinny bank build on this class. Navigationflation spinny bank is a pretty good recipe for a lot of gold. Wow, I could do triple store or quad elite. Kind of crazy, isn't it? Either way, I'm doing double store and triple elite, so gotta get my gold ready. Yeah, literally either way. Wow, it's a kind of pretty cool seed. Pretty cool seed, huh? There's the seed. Nice, 45. Navigation does not matter, so I'll actually leave the left-hand side open for a little bit of post-combat greed. There we go. Other coins are definitely free game though. I'm at plus 16 gold already. Great, plus 30 gold pretty much. That's kind of neat. I was definitely considering the extra special button a lot, the extra crit a lot, which we would get from the special button, but I mean, it seems like Navigationflation certainly is working out, doesn't it? This navigation is, and so is the next one though. Okay. It's nice to know what forced navigations you have. I think I actually have struggled in this map sometimes when I've hit bombs early, so nice to see that that hasn't happened here. Although it's not exactly, not really aiming for my bombs, am I? Very clearly aiming for minimal amount of gold per shot. I mean, what more could I possibly want? 116 gold already. You can really tell that Navigationflation difference. Could have been bad there, but we got away with it. Echo Chamber, it's not bad. Helpful for some things. Useless for others. I see. If I go for a shot like this, it should not do that. Okay. I'll try this. It worked. I think we all know what my next shot's looking like. It's just a big shame that it can't hit a crit. Or maybe it can. Still a big shame, but at least it hit a crit, I guess. Oh, that failed again. Whatever. In that case, I might take this opportunity to try and free up this refresh, because right now it's absolutely nowhere to be seen. Great start. That was really beautiful there. And now we get to follow through with, I'm just going to take this. Perfect. Alright, good enough value for me. I'll land some damage on the back plant. I saw it close. No, not close. Definitely a lot of damage, but it's still got quite a bit of health left. Still, good gold. For a plants fight, you're always expecting to lose a whole bunch of health. That's a sorrow. And we certainly did. More than I would like. But ultimately, not too much, I think. Alright. Let's, oh, double bramble. And that definitely is part of the reason why we wanted that Mask of Sorrow to put in lovely numbers like that, although even if you're there, you still attack me. So let's try and get 2 bombs here, shall we? Perfect. It just cleans up the roster. It's really nice not to lose health here. Perfect. Navigation is forced, so let's just grab a tiny little bit of gold and then head in. That gets me to a very clean number if I want it. Looks like I don't need it though. Definitely gonna take this though. So I might care about that, but I probably don't. We'll just take these, and then we'll move along. I'll leave some gold. Alright, not a plants. Because of Sorrow, there are a few fights that I'm actually pretty confident in. This isn't exactly one of them, but it's also not a bad fight, so solid. I believe this shot should hit a crit, but it very much could not. It very much did not. Bramble, that's not exactly the debuff I was looking for, to be honest. Yeah, neither was blind. Certainly not. Alright, I'm getting some value. I hadn't managed to hit any transparency yet though, which is something I was certainly hoping for. Very close. There's a dodge so I get some of my lovely crits on the board. Yeah, very interesting shot there, not bad indeed. I think I'll go for a shot like this. Oh no, that messed up. Unfortunate. I'll try something like this, which should actually bounce back to the refresh, just like that. Now I believe a full roll like this should be kind of perfect and miss the... Oh my god, thank god I hit the crit. Definitely need the crit there. And now this can just finish off the fight. Alright, we really didn't lose too much health there. The upper day basically negated any health loss that we would add. 123 gold, not bad again. Short stack, power glove, ring of pain. I think I'll take short stack, it should work out decently well. My ability to hit a crit is after all pretty decent. A good chunk of gold there, I guess. I might actually go for something a little bit spicy here, like this. Just because it gets me to the 150 breakpoint, which means I can triple buy passives, which is actually just like a massive deal here. As much as I would love to buy this, go for the icicle, hopefully I'll find one later, right? But yeah, buying the third passive there was definitely a big deal. I think all of those passives are pretty amazing here. Oh, definitely. Although this short stack is definitely going to be a bit unfortunate too, isn't it? Because I now don't deal damage for a lot of my shots. Something like a Cauldron Bubble would be great now. I do, however, deal a lot of damage on the shots I do deal, though. That is nice, at least. There we go. There we go. Nice. And yeah, as long as I can hit a crit, it is looking rather nice. Speaking of which, I've got a decent amount of pollution flying around as well. Not too stoked about this one. Good, good. What was that? Yeah, so missed the crit there. That's mildly unfortunate, I think. I'll go for a shot like this. It's a bit spicy, but I kind of want to hit the bomb on the bounce. I think that might be nice. A bit dangerous if I miss, but then again, I have the Delusion ready and waiting. Seems like I'll need to use it, eh? I'll try and shoot straight in, but doubt I'll be able to pull that off. There we go, though, we got the dodge. Yeah, short stack. It was a good idea before I got the whole debuff game plan that I'm definitely building more towards now. Peg bag, overwhammer, crystal catalyst. Hold up. I mean, the peg bag is just so tempting. I'm actually going to take the crystal catalyst now, just because I think this is a spinfection build, and I want to have the crystal catalyst later, obviously. Okay, that's very handy, isn't it? Nice. Just a free bit of gold there. Oh, this is very scary. I really need that guaranteed crit passive, that's what I need. Because I have good enough illusion gen, I just kind of suck at a lot of other things. Perfect. This could be massive. Imagine I get a bramble. No bramble, but that is a very nice amount of spinfection. An amount of spinfection that he is quite literally just dead to. Just like that. None of those orbs, none of those upgrades. Oh my, that is very nice. Oh my god, I have to choose one of these? Well, if we're playing a spinfection build, unfortunately there's only one choice. But wow, those choices were really good. I would have happily accepted any of them. But we only get to choose one. Hopefully we just get a ton of elites this time, because I really want to get those again. But doubling my debuffs is just definitely a bit too strong for me to turn down. I just need to land a hit, so I've got to shoot this. Since thankfully that... Oh my god, it literally just kills them straight up. I made the right choice, it was just a bit of a disappointing one. Oh, Echo Chamber, of course. That was... Like, this was the reason why Echo Chamber is extremely, extremely good. I think we definitely just take this and move along. The great thing about this is if I get your refresh crit, I'm just settled for crits, which means my short stack can just fully benefit properly. Definitely going left. Just need to make sure I'm hitting crits as well as finding the win conditions that I desire. Oh, I missed the crit. Good news is I don't actually need to deal damage with this shot, but I still would like to deal damage with the shot. There we go. Let's start building up spinfection on the this guy. Oh, and this guy, nice. It's a pretty big deal. Great value. Definitely want some kind of AoE. But what we have for now is definitely working out decently enough. A bit of a spicy shot, but I was trying to get close to the crit. It didn't exactly work out. There we go, though. I got that dodge, which was definitely a nice dodge. 216 we have... Interesting, I don't know about that. I want a debuff AoE orb, not a damage AoE orb. Echo is really good at the damage aspect, but I kind of don't want to kill enemies with damage. And with the short stack nonsense I've got going on, I think it might end up being a bit too easy to do if I don't try and build against it. I'll just shoot this first. No point in not really. Double spinfection. Interesting. At least we have Echo now. That matters a whole lot. Our extra 1 damage here is actually just saving us, it's crazy. Although I actually do hit a crit this time around, which is pleasant. God, my targeting is horrendous actually. Icicle, tempting, but I'll pass. My targeting, sorry, my post navigation being horrendous does just mean that I have the chance to greed those, so it's not all bad, only mostly bad. Since of course it's mildly scary, but look at that, that's a whole bunch of just free gold. Free filibuster, sure. I mean, very acceptable greed there. Looks like I could do double store if I wished. Let's just try and build up that echo damage to make sure that I'm consistently dealing damage every single shot. I think I should have taken the icicle. Again, I'm trying to find an AoE debuff orb, but maybe I'm being a bit too picky. Maybe just ever so slightly. Perfect. Oh my, they're just tearing themselves apart. Now we target both on you. Yeah, the starting Navigationflation has 100% worked out. I could have definitely dragged this run into a crit direction and it would be a pretty amazing run too. Not exactly what I wanted though. I want the Toil and Trouble, that's what I want. So AoE or Toil and Trouble, because I kind of want to lean into the spinfection game plan, that would be really, really nice. That is nice. A lot of good stuff here. Unfortunately, there's no orbs that I want. Critables is actually a tempting pickup just for when I do find the piece, which I probably will find. That when you crit debuff targeted enemy. But if I don't have it, it's definitely less required. Take care of you. If it gets a bramble, that's just unfortunate. Or maybe fortunate, I'm not sure. Wait, did that just crit? I wasn't expecting that. That's specifically why I aimed there. The fact that I didn't get a crit is just amazing for me. It means that I actually have echo damage to work with for a while, although I then proceeded to not hit a crit again. Sorry, proceeded to hit a crit yet again. Wow. I then get to aim at this. Oh, I missed. There we go, perfect. Wow, that worked out well, didn't it? Bang, bang. 7 spinfection, so you're basically dead as well. Don't mind if I do. And I got a sick dodge at some point. Nice. It's actually just so good. My pieces are definitely working together well. I do want to go to the store though. Shufflepot is very tempting. Not as tempting as this though. Purely because I'm playing Spinfection, and that in his Spinfection build is very nice. It does feel weird to turn down a Shufflepot. I can just aim straight in, can't I? Yep. Oh! Yeah, sure. Unfortunate, I guess. I'm fine to not go to the store though, very fine to not go to the store. Realistically, there are a lot of these relics that I do want. And in a perfect world, you know, it would be nice to cycle back around. Alright, speaking of cycling, yeah, we just get to cycle this poor fella. He doesn't stand a chance. He's like basically dead as well. I could just reload from here on out and he'd be done, so. There you go, you buffoon. That's an exacerbate. I mean, it is a spinfection orb. So I will simply take it. There we go, your crits also refresh the board. If only it was the other one, right? It is power. Oh, I got a refresher course, that's funny. Doesn't really matter, but it is technically a lot of stats. Decent gold there. Oh my, that's interesting. Very interesting, huh? Wasn't expecting that. Wait, you missed? Luckily I have no circle now, perfect. Okay, this refresher course I think is very nice. I mean, now I get to do this as well, which is going to be kind of dirty. Actually, they might be dead before it gets them. Yeah. Yeah, the alien's rock exacerbate is kind of nuts. Oh, so I still want Toil and Trouble, an AoE, but the AoE is honestly optional at this stage. And I go for the Ice School potentially if I find one as well. Yeah, sounds good. Getting another Elite is just perfect. I definitely chose the right path. I say I chose. Yep, definitely it was me the one. Me doing the choosing. Effective criticism is perfect. That's exactly the kind of passive I'm looking for. I almost have like an insane combo here. Of which having that one additional crit on the board was mildly helpful. I really shouldn't have taken short stack though. That was just not the play. Oh, transparency instantly. Wow, that's nice. Oh, so much illusion here. Nice. They're both dead. The back one's also dead. Wow, that worked out extremely well. This one is tempting. It's definitely tempting. I think I'm going to feel very sorry for this guy. I think he's just about to get completely melted by spinfection. Yeah. Yeah, he is doomed. Because it's what? 30-ish spinfection? And then he has to deal with reloading? Yeah, that's just nasty. Nope. Too bad, so sad. Yeah, a lot of times this guy's been an absolute menace in Crucible 20. Although to be fair, he has a very different enemy in Crucible 20. This is basically Crucible 20, you know, there's a 2 in it. Oh, I forgot to discard. Oh, damn it. Apparently I lied then. Well, when I'm reloading, he's going to be above spinfection 30, which is literally just going to kill him with Crucible 16 was active. Yeah. Oh, wow, that's good. Right, 284 gold as well. But definitely one of the nice things about not going through the store there, right? Like, sure, I'll just stack up gold. Don't mind if I do. Jeez, 52 spinfection. You can see I wanted that crystal catalyst early. It's very solid. Oh, shuffle, but I didn't actually pick it. Oh, really? I don't find it. Damn, I was hopeful. Well, I do like having normal damage, to be fair. Greed, yeah, sure, I'll just take Sphere's Fate. I don't exactly have multi-ball. I did actually want multi-ball for my boss passive, and it should last till the end of the game. Interesting. So the ending, definitely not quite as interesting as the amazing start that I had, but I mean, at least there's... Oh wait, no, that's I get to go to both of those. I thought it was choose one or the other. Let's grab our crits, shall we? I should have done a better bounce there. It's fine because I'll get dodges. Oh my, that's a lot of damage. Don't mind if I do. Alright, perfect. I do need my removes though. Kind of have a lot of these orbs left in my deck because they were pretty good because they're just applying the debuffs that I like, but you know, that's because any orb could be doing that. Alright, now we've got the golden bubble, so our AoE is really solid now. Especially since Exacerbate pretty much counts as an AoE orb too. Oh my, that's a lot of damage. And whatever he does, we'll get a dodge. And he's just dead actually. Oh, not quite fully dead. Okay, dead to the spinfection. That certainly counts. Well, hopefully we can get a random removal, right? That'll be nice. There we go. Actually, that was a forced right. I needed to make sure I got that one. Oh, Cauldron Bubble plus Reflect is just amazing. It's just so much damage. Wait, they're just dead. I didn't realize it would be that simple, but yeah, no. That's crazy. Cauldron Bubble is a very solid orb, huh? Really, really solid. Being able to interact so well with mirrors like that is just amazing. Now, I want to do a shot, I think, like there. Up to chance, I guess. That sucks. -1 elite for me. It's mildly annoying, nothing more, really. That is the closest shot I have to hitting a crit, I believe. Part of the reason why I wanted to go to the store so much, just because my ability to hit a crit is not the best. But yeah, I don't exactly need it. It's just very handy. Cauldron Bubble just being a different type of attack is so funny. Coin Dragon Concentrication. I actually also have Alien's Rock, so it's just good in every single fight as well. But Coin Dragon Concentrication is pretty nice if I had less refreshes on the board. Most of the reason why I'm picking it up is just because, you know, it's a thing. And I want to be able to do the thing if possible, and I can do the thing, so... I don't know how you get up, unfortunately. It's pretty hard to do, and as you can see, can't hit a crit without it. Although I don't need to hit a crit, not in the slightest. After all, it's these enemies and they're just dead normally. A bit of fun. I shouldn't have taken it, but it's definitely very, very fun. Can I go to the store? Thanks. Slightly unfortunate. I did get half of the synergy, and also the sand arrows is actually going to be amazing, isn't it? And I'm definitely going to the other store. I wanted the passives and I want to remove. There's just been this one passive I've been looking for this entire time, so it'd be really nice if I could hit it. There's this here card that was great. Decoy Orb is actually not ideal. I don't want to get Decoy Orb, since if I get the Decoy Orb, the enemies take less spinfection damage when I reload. Can't have that now. I need to make sure my enemies are taking their turns, suffering their damage. That's a refresher, it's fine. Not really going to have a huge impact. Alright, excellent cash collection. That's got me stocked up for the store, hasn't it? Alright, let's just pop one of these. We should have more than enough delusion to mess around with, and not quite apparently. Not to worry, this Cauldron Bubble definitely has my back. After all, Cauldron Bubble is just an amazing, amazing rounder orb, if not the best. It's just the best rounder orb, right? Yeah. There's nothing it can't do. High single fire damage? Yeah, maybe choose a different orb for high single fire damage. But pretty much everything else it's got you covered. It's just shockingly good at achieving what you want. I'm just going to upgrade that because I imagine I'm going to be saddled with it. Unless I get a whole bunch of random removals, which would be nice, but don't really see that happening. Certainly would be nice. I mean, great shot there. You definitely weren't expecting it to do much, but it did a lot. Let's increase that number of spinfection on him, shall we? Actually, we're not going to. We just deal that much damage. Yeah, goodbye. Time for Cauldron Bubble. Smack. Hey look, that was some pretty... Oh my. Isn't that grand? I'm actually just not going to pick up the second Cauldron Bubble. Just doesn't add to our game plan. I don't technically have... Oh, perfect. Let's just challenge ourselves a little bit. We can definitely do it. Oh, perfect. Oh. Well, didn't quite find all of the passes that I was hoping for. Wow, I really didn't, huh? But we've got some solid stuff to play, to do this fight with, including no round guard. It's actually interesting. You get so used to having some things that... Oh my, it's already over. I didn't get the crit, but oh my god, I did get the crit thanks to the enhanced combat I picked up last second. Oh my. It's just not even fair, is it, man? I'm gonna shoot 3 shots and then we'll review the notes on how much spinfection he has. Considering we don't have the double thing, the fact that he's already at 70 spinfection, pretty solid. I'm just gonna do an int. Go as close to an int as I can. Oh, 3,000 damage. No, that seems perfectly normal. I do want to crit here, actually. Don't mind if I do this. 2,675 damage. So at what point did I realize we might be doing a spinfection build? It was this crystal catalyst, right? Where is the crystal catalyst? There, because oh right, it's pretty self-explanatory actually, isn't it? Mask of Sorrow, Grubby Gloves, Debuff Distractor. Yeah, all 3 of those definitely just tell you, yeah, by the way, spinfection is definitely something you could do. So although I did turn down a peg bag, which sounds horrific, right? Because Crystal Catalyst is just a really synergy-based passive. It's not exactly going to do anything if you don't have the pieces for it. But I had a feeling that I would hit the pieces for it, and I managed to find 2 Cauldron Bubbles, a Toil and Trouble, and at least 2 Exacerbates, maybe more. The Concentration was definitely worthless. It's nice to think that concentration can do something in Coin Dragon. Half the time, though, unfortunately, you will already have a solution for your refreshes, but when you don't, it has literally saved some of my runs. It really is something that I should be thinking about it. It just happens less than I would like. But yeah, Golden Bubble is just so amazing. It can just deal damage, especially when you've got short stack to boost it, especially when that short stack has also been further boosted by a redoubler, which I also decided to pick up purely because I thought it would be nice if I hit like effective criticism or I guess short stack or fleece, that kind of nonsense, which I found all 3 of those. I just decided not to take the fleece. I took it effective criticism over it, I believe, which was definitely the correct call because I'm definitely doing a debuff build. Kind of a shame I didn't get your refresh also crit. That was purely the reason why I picked up Leaks the Rest for later, although I didn't even think about refreshing punch once. Well, I guess it would have been nice with the refreshing punch. That actually would have been very cool. Like there were so many passes that I just like turned down because I wanted better passives for this one specific build that I totally thought I could put together, and I managed to put it together. There was one mistake I made. I definitely didn't remove as much as I should have because I ended up having some useless orbs in my deck. I guess that's just what happens when you get no event removes and you don't really try and force removals that stalls too much. I was rather preoccupied with just buying as many high valuable passives as I could.